Okay, Q&A. Todd had his hand up a long time ago. And you're first, brother.
Hey, Bob, thank you so much. That was actually a lot of really good information in that one, as always. I kind of have it's 3-part quick question and answer for you on that topic. Number one, in all the years of 7K, have they ever gone down in their membership costs for the premium membership in the next year? No. Every year, has it gone up a little bit, or does it stay pretty much the same?
No, they pretty much stayed the same. When we first started, we only had one membership the very beginning year, and it was $250. Okay, but the very first year that we changed the comp plan, and we had the premium and a standard member, we had 3 memberships. The one that you can renew right now, we actually had 3 memberships, to my chagrin, because it gave too much choice, too much discussion. I finally got them to take it out. But I was pretty much outvoted on the advisory committee with people not enough experience. And so we now are down to 2 memberships, a buyer membership and a business builder membership. And that's basically the way I presented it. The only way that what I see them not going up on membership, Todd, and this is a lot has to do with us leaders, because we're the ones that have to give that input. I would rather them cut back on things that they put into that $499 instead of going up to the $499. I want to give one less wealth strategies brochure, 2 less, give a half-ounce bullion coin, whatever. If bullion goes up and silver goes up, we're going to have to change those products. But I don't want, I would not want that membership changing from 150 points and $499. That's the key that needs to be as stable as you possibly can get for as long as you can get it.
All right. What I was going to say is, if every year that historically goes up, maybe I'll just go in and renew for like the next 5 years right now. Just take care of that. The second part of that question.
Todd, that's an excellent thing. I hadn't even thought about that myself. I think I could time that one just right during out the year. But see, when I renew myself, my points post up. They don't post to me. But when I renew our business family pack, that posts to me.
Yeah.
And thank you. Hey, thank you. See, leaders learn from leaders. Iron sharpens iron, everybody. This is why we have these Q&As.
No charge for that one. So the other thing that's puzzled me is that even when you were showing yours, when I look at my profile, it says your membership will automatically renew on August 25th, 2022. How can they say that and then not renew it until September 1st? Doesn't that seem to be false information?
Yeah, and that's been my statement for years.
Yeah.
All right. I hadn't had enough voices helping me. What, as now that I'm training this, since they won't change it to what it's a simple program change. These things should renew exactly on the date that they need to be done.
Yeah, we need to raise that awareness a whole bunch this year.
A whole bunch of people need to do this. Same thing with the AutoSavers.
Yes.
They need it needs to be programmed to the furthest date out of the 1st, 8th, 6th, 15th, 21st, and 26th. It's the furthest date from the day they enroll. Then we won't have to do all this. We'll go in and change this and do all this kind of stuff. Yep. And it's right. It's what we say, but it's not what is programmed.
All right. Well, good news. I got invited today to go to corporate office and have some conversations with people over there. I'll add that to my list. And the last part of that was, when we auto renew, does that default out of our Sound Money wallet too, if we have it in there, or to our credit card?
It defaults to your Sound Money wallet.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Everything defaults to your Sound Money wallet if you have enough funds. any purchases that you make, even for trip, unless sometimes they give you a choice. And if they give you a choice, then you have to make a selection. Otherwise, it defaults to sound money wallet. Okay, great questions. Wow. Hey, and thanks for the tip too, Todd. I like that part. Any other questions? This is your chance. Any question is okay. Okay, Kim.
There's a question on the chat. It says, when would the recording of the Zoom call be released?
When the recording of the what?
This Zoom call, the one that you're recorded today, when would it be released?
Probably tomorrow. I may not have time to pull it all down and put it up yet, but I don't edit it at all. Oh, dadgum. Everybody, y'all gotta remind me to put, when I talk money, I gotta put that dadgum disclosure at the end of the training. I'll have to figure out a way to add it, but appreciate that. Yeah, I'll try and get it up. I'll see if I can't get the first one up tonight.
And also wanted to edit. I also wanted to add it to your comment earlier about that perfect structure.
Oh,
We have-
yeah.
Yeah, just to just give you an FYI, 95% of the memberships in our groups are family packs, and they're all family packs at $4.99. We've only had 2 customer drop. In other words, 1 inactive, 2 rocks. I'm not going to give you any definition on that, but but right now we're 3 bubbles away from bonds, and we're 19 bubbles away from silver. And I believe, if I do the math correctly, by the time we hit silver, we'll have a little bit about 51 or 52 memberships.
Way to go, Kim. That's the way it's supposed to be built, right there. You're doing it right, brother. And you're exactly right. Most of ours, we don't have dropouts. We've had the highest retention rate in any other group in the company.
You see Knock here, that's my sister, the CPA on the screen.
Uh-huh.
She should be hitting silver, if not a week or 2 weeks, no later than 2 weeks after me. And she will have about the same amount of membership as well. She will have somewhere between 55 or 56 membership by the time she hits silver.
Fabulous. Great work. Yes, sir, Russell.
Yes, sir, Bob. Great training. I had a prior thing and only caught the last 20 minutes of it. I'm kind of sick over that. Hope the rest of it comes out soon. My question is, if money's not an option and they're going to be coming in with the family business pack, will you always have them come in with the 3 premiums?
Absolutely.
Just the extra 150 points on each side starting off is the big key there.
Yeah, hey, let me do it this way with you, Russell. One of the things that people always do in networking, it doesn't matter what company, your prospect is going to always ask you a question. And
what did you do?
How did you get started, Russell? And when you say, well, I started with 3 premiums, absolutely, no doubt. The only way to start. That's the way Bob started. That's the way I'm going to start. That's the best way. Because why?
They're going to do what I do.
That's 450 points. You get one person on your left and one person on your right with your 450 points, brother, you've already made a check and you rolled over your volume to your next commission week, even if you did that on Saturday. Okay.
Wow.
And
just
so
makes sense. Yeah.
Duplication is the whole key to success. That's why in the first part of the training tonight, I really wanted the real crux of my system is not being taught yet, as it was the first 3 years. We've gotten away from that, and that is not good, because that's the reason I have the highest retention rate in the company in my groups, is because people are bonding from day one.
Well,
together. And
yeah, if we
making,
miss,
and making commitments to one another from day one, and understanding exactly what it takes, that they don't have to be some guru. They don't have to be a person that knows everybody in the world. They don't have to be good at closing. They don't have to have all those, any of those things. They can learn and they build and grow. And my experience is this: when a person gets to 500 every week, guess what happens? They start making 1,000 every other week or every other month, along with their 500 a week. And then it gets to where making 1,000 every other week and they're 500 every other week. And then it gets to where they're making $1,000 every week. Because why? Because their team is growing. These are, I've got two things that on next Thursday's training, I'm going to show you these things, and we're going to have my little whiteboard out, and I'm going to do some more numbers with y'all. And Kim likes, I see that great big grin. He loves numbers. Well, I don't blame you. Numbers is money. And but I'm going to show y'all, in particular, everybody that's been in this business for less than a year, what you all have to look forward to. You have no idea what's coming. You have no idea what's coming. See, when Wayne saw that I did it part-time, just having some fun, trying to help people understand why they need gold and silver and earn some extra income, and I got to where I was making more than a six-figure income, it made up his mind to switch companies that he had been in for years. I mean, overnight. He didn't understand a thing about gold and silver. He wasn't even enamored with the fact that he needed to own some. He was so far in debt, y'all. I did not know how much Wayne was in debt until he told me later. He was on the precipice of losing everything. He was $90,000 in. He was going from one credit card to the next credit card, paying a bill with a credit card to pay another bill with a credit card. He had $90,000 in credit card debt. Had his mortgage, had his business mortgage to the hilt. Yeah, that guy needed him. And now look at him. He's not even into February 15th of this year. Wayne Clark will be in this business for 2 years. And let me tell you the success story. He's paid off every penny of that credit card debt. He paid off his 30-year home mortgage. He paid off his business mortgage. He has no debt. All because of the commissions he's made in 7K. But that guy worked. I mean, I hadn't seen another guy work as hard as that until I met Todd Collins. Todd Collins works like that. That's why he's an executive go. That's why he is the leader of his group. And hey, Todd, you joined what, August 23rd?
I think it was the 23rd or the 25th. I can't remember which, to be honest.
Yeah, one of those two. And they did they did a lot of studying, a lot of understanding before even just getting started. But the one thing I know about the PSI group, they all understood you need to own gold and silver. They all understood that ahead of time. That's one thing that group has in common, that many of us in our other groups, we're going out and talking to people and they don't even understand the first thing about why they need to own gold and silver. See, their entire group already knows. They were all educated ahead of time by Phil and other information and their group. So they they needed gold and silver, and 7K happened to be the venue that provided that avenue for it and make a ton of money in the process. So you could buy a lot more gold and silver if you had more income flow, right? Bingo. Great thing. Hey, Tarita, yeah. Tarita, our first gold in Hawaii. I'm calling on you. You got your hand up.
Yeah, I
There you
was
go.
trying to I'm on my phone, so I tried to.
Oh,
I just wanted to
can
encourage, I
take
just wanted
time.
to encourage everyone about the family pack on the $4.99 and 3. Sometimes you may think that you should have gone $4.99, $1.99, $1.99. Or that's okay too, right, Bob?
Yeah.
But
that's
when you
fine.
have someone and you're asking and you're giving your testimony, they're going to ask you, what did you do? And when you say $4.99, $4.99, $4.99, they're going to go like, why did you do that? And it really is not only just giving an example, right, Bob? But it really is to make your mindset change from what you think should be, what you think you should be. But if you, I know, Bob, you don't teach this, but when we begin to have a mindset and change our mindset to be able to do it and teach it, it's going to duplicate fast.
No, you're right there. No, I actually do. I don't teach that because, as
Right.
what I told you,
Publicly.
I don't want people to think that we're trying to fleece them, make money off
Right.
of them. And you know, Tarita's one of the persons. It was the first person that asked me in Hawaii, well, why do you teach $4.99, $1.99? I said, I don't. And she was shocked. I remember, huh? I said, no, I really don't. But since you asked, now I'll tell you, I got started because you did ask me how I started. I said $4.99, $4.99. About 20% of my leaders, that's the way they start. And we now know why, but the reason I didn't teach it, to be honest, in my prior business, I did teach it in '96, but I didn't hear because I was at the forefront of everything. I was already on the internet, and everybody in the company basically was using my YouTubes to build with. And I had enough issues trying to get policy changes and things done that I didn't want to have another one that I'm teaching everybody to do $4.99, $4.99, $4.99. I had enough problems with my family business back. And so that's really the only reason I didn't teach it to Rita. Now everything comes out. But
tonight, because when that gentleman asked that question, it is such a valid question. And also with the 1099 with your taxes, it's a write-off and it's a no-brainer. But I just wanted to encourage everyone because we're going into gold rush. We're in gold rush right now. And if we get it down, we'll get it down. If we don't, then we don't.
yeah,
Change
yeah,
mindset.
you had so many others join you at $4.99, $4.99, $4.99 because of that. See, because of that, you had others join you because they asked you and you explained to them. Let's see, I saw another hand up, but I forgot who it was.
Gary Katz.
Gary, yeah, Gary. Where are you at, Gary? I don't see you.
I'm right here.
There he is. Okay.
I'm right here. My question is, Bob, I'm kind of going back to Todd's statements and questions. Is there some way we can help put our voice into the company to help some of these things happen?
Send an email, not to support. You got to send it to Blake or Jason.
Oh, I've done
So-
that before.
so-
Okay.
Support can't do anything. Okay. In fact, they're trained to be the ones of customer service, and they're growing so fast, they can't train them. And then they're bringing in new stuff and they're not trained. So that's why we're doing double duty. We're training and we hope customer service, some of the older things, I pass on to them with setting up Sound Money Wallet. I don't help a person set up Sound Money Wallet anymore. I send them to customer support now because they know how to do that now. But in the beginning, would I send them to customer support to set up Sound Money Wallet? Heck no, because they confuse them more and they get all frustrated. So I didn't do that in the beginning, unless I could send them to Carrie specifically. Carrie knows what she's doing in every aspect. But no, it's just send an email. I say always copy your upline gold and above, silver, if you only have a silver. Copy your upline when you do it, blind copy or CC copy. I'd rather you do a CC copy, and then that gives more weight, because many of you have ideas that need to be addressed, and if we don't know about them and you put them in writing, that's a way that we can get them addressed. That's the only way that I know of.
Okay.
Is send an email.
They don't know it's broke if we don't tell them, right?
That's right. Yes, sir, Brother Todd.
Yeah, on that note, one other little tip, especially for the newer people, anytime you call into support for any kind of compliance or policy issue, you don't have any documentation of that. So if you do have that conversation, I recommend having it via email as opposed to, because then you got it in writing, whatever the response is. They said put this person there, not there. You have it in writing. But if you talk to Jose or Carrie or Casey or somebody on the phone, turn right around and document that and send it in. Per our conversation, I'm just making sure that I understand this correctly. Get back a response so that you have something. Otherwise, you end up 6 months in a situation later where someone doesn't work there anymore. And you'll be like, well, Casey said, and Casey didn't say it out in writing, so it didn't exist. So that's just a personal tip from me to you.
Yeah, that is so right. It's the same thing with when we make mistakes. See, you make placement mistakes, you can get those corrected. It's right there in the policies and procedures. And many of you that's worked over the years and made a mistake in place and had, the worst thing is over the weekend. But you must put it in writing, and you must use the username, username, and who they were placed under that they shouldn't have been, and who they should have been placed under, and where they should be placed. And you need to do that in writing, and always copy someone in your upline. Do not just send that. And you need to do that when it first happens. Like in the policies and procedures, you need to report it in the first 24 hours. And we can get changes done. We have. But the bigger we get and the more it crosses international borders, the more difficult that will become. We will get to some countries where that won't be possible. I mean, I already know that in advance. It just will not be possible. And we just got to figure out a way to train and duplicate that, be very careful when you're placing. Be very careful when you're enrolling someone, that they make sure that their sponsor is who is their sponsor. It's right there in black and white, real clear. But how many times people said, well, that wasn't my sponsor, but it was. Okay, Tarita, you got your hand up or is it just a phone thing again? I think it's our phone thing. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, is that it? Everybody got their questions done? Okay.
This is Sally in Wyoming. Can I ask
Hey,
a quick
Sally.
question?
Yes,
Hi.
ma'am.
I'm just still faithfully ordering a coin a month. I haven't got anybody sponsored under me, but I'm due for renewal some date in February. So is the proper procedure to get the $500 into my smart wallet and then I can transfer it over and pay the renewal fee?
Yeah, if you want, or you can do it on a credit card. There is no extra processing fee on the renewals. If you'll notice when you do your renewals, but you can also send it in, have it in your Sound Money wallet, and that will work. So Sally, you're
Okay.
coming up on a year in the
Yeah,
company.
yeah,
I'm gonna look you up, see if you're
okay,
somewhere in my group. Because see, you're just the type of person that I talked to tonight. The first part of my training. Did you hear
Mhm.
that, Sally?
yes, I did.
Good.
And I really
we're-
want to get going. I want to get some people sponsored. I've talked to family members and asked them, could you support the, paying for the coin each month? And so far they haven't agreed to doing that. So
Okay.
I can't,
And I can understand. And who is your sponsor?
K-Aloha.
Kealoha. Okay. Kealoha, I'm gonna hook you up. And where are you located?
I'm in Wyoming.
Wyoming. Oh, here in the state. So I'm going to talk with Pastor Gary and Cheryl,
Okay,
and
okay.
because they're the team with Kealoha, and we are going to, because we're going to make sure you get the information. And I'm glad we're doing this because see, this is good training for all you leaders out there. Because Sally, you're just the person that we want to help start making that extra income. And you're trying, and that goes to what I was exactly saying. You're trying, but I can tell by what you told me that you are saying too much and not saying the right things. So don't
Okay.
mind me telling you this, okay? But what we want to do.
No, I don't mind.
Is we want to get you to share the right information through videos and through very short statements,
Okay,
and then let them ask questions, and then we'll teach you how to follow up. And so it becomes, how do you pique somebody's interest, and then how do you follow up, and how do you answer their questions? And you always answer questions with someone's assistance in your case.
okay,
Your sponsors or your sponsors' leaders will be there to answer questions. See, let me take Wayne Clark. Wayne Clark's an executive, first executive Golden Company. He didn't answer one single question his whole first month in the business. Other than, man, you can make a lot of money at this. I mean, that was easy for him to learn that one. And I know they're making money. Yeah. And he said it with conviction. And he said, you got to talk to Bob. And so we get on the phone, and either I would answer enough of their question that I would say, we need to give you a little bit more information because you're asking all the right questions. And we want you to have enough information to make an informed decision. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on that, Sally. I'm going to write, I've got your name. I know exactly who to contact, and we're going to get you some help, young lady. Is that okay?
thank you very much. Yes,
No, you
that's-
keep doing what you're doing, but the thing I know you're not doing, maybe you can tell me I'm wrong, but you help me out. Have you been watching a video once a day, at least 5 days a week?
No, sir, I have not.
So you were honest, and I appreciate you. Now, you helped a whole bunch of these leaders here. Because see, I'm going to share something with you, Sally. Had you been doing that, I'm pretty sure you would have already had somebody on your left and somebody on your right. But since you've been
And
buying your-
part of
since
that
you-
is
don't
because
worry
I
about-
don't know,
don't worry about-
know where to go
don't-
to watch them.
Oh,
so-
well, we definitely going to solve that problem.
Very
Because
good.
I just told you, I'll tell you what, Sally, I'm going to put in the chat, my cell number. Okay.
Okay.
Well, this is dangerous, me doing that. Look at all these people writing it down. Okay, Sally? That's
How do
my
I
cell
get to the
number.
chat?
Oh,
How do I get
gracious.
to the?
How do you, are you on a phone or are you on a computer or a
I'm on
pad?
my phone. I'm on my phone.
Okay, at the bottom
Sally,
of your phone, put your finger down at the bottom of the phone, a little menu will come up. You see that little menu and you'll see a little chat thing? Touch it.
Okay.
Now you should see Bob Reid and my phone number. It's the last chat. Oh, Nathan, I'll answer your question too while we do. Look, Sally, do you see it?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I wonder if
I'm
I need to
I'm gonna
scroll
give it-
up or,
I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to.
Okay.
It's 225-324. Now I paused the recording during that, by the way. And so, text me your contact information.
okay,
And everyone, if you want to know Blake and Jason's email, it is their first name, Blake, B-L-A-K-E, at 7kmetals.com. And Jason is Jayson at 7kmetals.com.
okay.
And let me look here. Yep. Make sure everybody has it. Okay, good stuff. Now, Sally, you were just the person I was talking to tonight. You're
Yep.
that person that's been buying that coin. So you got a lot, you got volume on your bank side. That's your biggest side that you have points when you log into your dashboard. And on your pay side, it's the one that has the least points. It'll be the points you get credit for points of your own purchases in this business. And so that will amount up to those points that we can build up to earn a check with. Now, are you
Cool.
married, Sally?
No,
Okay. Do you have children?
yes, and I'm estranged from them.
You're estranged from them. Okay. I
Yep.
understand. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I do.
Do you have any close to you?
Not really.
Okay. What I want you to do is this. I want you to sit down after this conversation here tonight, and you got your phone, you got all your contact lists in your phone, but I want you to take out a sheet of paper. And I want you to write out the top 25 people that you know, you care about, you love, and that you think you would love to help financially. And then I want you to write out the top 10 people that know you and you know them, that they're very successful and you'd love to have them as a business partner. Okay?
Okay,
Now write those out because you need to have those prepared, but when we get back with you, okay?
Very good.
Okay, then we're gonna help you get your business started. Okay,
Very good.
thank you. Now, everyone, that's how we build a business. That's how I taught how to build a business. Except I would have sponsored a person who sponsored a person, and I'd already had Sally's name. That's what I call leapfrogging, okay? And so Sally hasn't just been duplicated. And now y'all see why I started doing the trainings I did. Duplication isn't happening. We have business building. That's all well and fine. It gives a check. But business building doesn't give replication and residual income. Duplication and duplication gives that. I know a few people, they so-called leaders, that have sponsored hundreds of people in this business, but they don't have duplication in their business. I haven't sponsored but 17 people over 5 years. And I didn't sponsor all of those in the beginning. I just sponsored 2 on my left and 4 on my right the first day. Okay. Okay. I think we got the questions answered. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight. Y'all will oh, David, yes. I'm sorry. David, you had a question? David, where you at, David? There you are.
No, sorry, no question. Thanks. Just I was
Oh, you got
mahalo
it.
for your time, Bob.
We got an
Thanks for your
answer.
time.
Okay, super deal. Thank you. Everybody have a blessed evening. And thank